pretty pastry Christmas tree. What a mouthful, and believe me, it is, because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so easy as well. You just start with a sheet of roll out shortcrust pastry. You can go puff pastry, but I prefer the shortcrust. It just keeps it a bit flatter. And then all you need, this is where the kids come in handy, is a little template of a Christmas tree. And you just sit it on like this. Has baking ever been easier? You get a knife, you cut out your Christmas tree, like so. Your oven should be preheated, ready to go. And you shape out your tree. Don't be afraid just to dig that knife in, or else you won't be able to cut the pastry. Let's start up at the top here and cut towards me. See, this is what happens when you're an awkward left-handed person. Anybody else left-handed? Let me know if you're left-handed. Us left-handers need to stick together. Okay, lift off your pastry, because we need these now for later. Don't throw them out. Da-da-da! Now, next thing is, just kind of make a little shape going up the center of kind of what the trunk will be like. So for me, I'm thinking the trunk is kind of like that. So then I just get my knife and I cut across like this. And just make sure you've actually cut to the trunk of the tree. Really, it's just the shortcrust pastry and some pesto. And you can get as fancy as you want. When it comes out of the oven, if you want, you can actually go ahead and get some lovely pomegranate or some dried cranberries on it for your Christmas decorations. And to be honest, this is something you could get the kids to help you with. They just maybe not with such a sharp knife, depending on their age. It's worth spending the time getting this right, because it's a bit harder later when you put the pesto on. And then all we need is our pesto, and we just spread it out with a spoon like this. So this is just basil pesto. You could use red pepper pesto or tomato pesto, but I actually prefer the green. I think it gives you a nicer finish. Okay, spread her up to the top there. Okay, now for the messy part. You then pick up each branch and you twist it like this, one by one. See where this is going now? That's why it was important to cut out each branch very carefully, because the last thing you want is your pastry to be stuck at this stage. What I love about this is you can bring it out straight to the center of the table. Some lovely little dips to go along with it. People can just pull a branch or two off and nibble. So it's just great food. And it looks so gorgeous too. Can you get anything more festive than making your own Christmas tree that's edible? Have a look at that. I think it's genius. Now, I am turning this the other way around to make my life a little easier. And hopefully I can match this side. Right, next job, egg wash. So we just go with a little bit of egg wash up the center, and then we're going to cut out a few stars. You don't want to waste all of that. And we'll see. We'll definitely put a star at the top of the tree. Let's see if we can get a few on the trunk as well. Okay, so there's our star on the top of the tree. I think we can pop a few heading up the trunk like this, and maybe we'll get another one in there. There you go. And that goes into our oven to bake. All we're waiting for is our pastry to bake. Let's get it in the oven. And here it is, it's cooled and it's smelling divine. Now the pesto browns a little bit in the oven, but I have a cunning plan, because I have some lovely parsley, and I just decorate with a little bit of parsley as you would decorate a Christmas tree. Haha, see? Then I have some pomegranate, and I'm just going to go with a few little pomegranates all the way up here, just to decorate. I'll tell you something, decorating a Christmas tree was never easier. And that is it. My beautiful pastry Christmas tree. Enjoy it. For lots more hints, tips and recipes from myself and from all of us here at Ballynock and Cookery School, subscribe now.